Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be reacting to The Birds Come First. Guys, to the person who wanted me to do a video about all the theories from the Thomas and Friends series, the theories that came up with, I am going to do that. I just need some time to get the research together, to get all the theories done. So I'm doing my research. I'm going to put this together. I just don't know when I'm going to do it, but I will let you know the minute I do it. Trust me, it'll be a different video, so you'll know when I do it. But anyways, let's get started, shall we?
During the winter months, he would often see some engines and
I don't own Thomas and Friends or the music or anything like that. Like, I'm just reacting.
whenever they had the time, they would have a chat with him. But work was always busy for the Fat Controller's engines. But often Edward and his friends gave him a friendly toot to their old friend whenever they passed. But Trevor gets very excited when it's springtime. The vicar holds his annual fete, and Trevor would give children rides around the orchard. He loved it very much.
Okay, we're just gonna skip the intro because I don't want to get a copyright claim, so we're gonna skip that.
One spring morning, the vicar came to see Trevor to see how he was getting on. "Good morning, Trevor," he greeted warmly. "How are you feeling?" "I feel great, vicar. Although something feels itchy in my funnel." Jem Cole was puzzled. He then got a ladder and looked at Trevor's funnel. "Why, bless me," he gasped. "You have a nest in your funnel, Trevor." "A nest?" gasped Trevor. Jem was right. On the top of the funnel was a bird's nest with 3 eggs inside. A mother bird must have laid them during the winter, Trevor. Probably your funnel was warm for them. "Oh dear. Can you get it out and place it on the tree?" I don't think we should do that, Trevor. The mother bird had made the nest and called your funnel home. If we place it somewhere else, she will get very upset and think someone has harmed her babies. But would they hatch in time before the spring fete, vicar? I'm afraid I'll be rather doubtful, Trevor. I understand that you always look forward to this time of the year. But the birds come first. Paul.
Okay, may I ask why did a bird think that a traction engine's funnel was a good place to build a nest and lay her eggs? Like, how'd she do that without falling in? Like, I'm sorry, this is just confusing to me.
Well, Trevor was sad, but he knew that the vicar was right. "All right, vicar," he sighed sadly. "That's a good traction engine, thank you. Although I do hope they're safe up there. There can be stray cats about wanting to eat them."
Ugh.
Eat them? Yes, it's terrible, but it's part of the circle of life, though. Be on the lookout, Trevor. You never know what might happen. "Yes, vicar," replied Trevor happily.
He's just so eager.
That night the orchard was quiet, and the mother bird was keeping her babies warm. Trevor, who was keeping a good lookout, was sleeping too. But outside the vicarage orchard, a cat was walking down the street, feeling very hungry. It strode into the field, hoping to find food there. As it walked towards Trevor, he spotted the mother bird sleeping. The cat thought it looked delicious.
Oh no.
The cat then jumped to the top of Trevor's wheels, and then clambered over the seats and controls, and walked across his boiler. It then leaned onto Trevor's funnel and began to jump. It tried many times, but to no avail. However, the claws of the cat scraped onto Trevor's funnel, and he began to wake up. "Ooh, who's tickling me?" Trevor said, feeling the claws. Then Trevor jumped at the sound of the cat screeching at the mother bird. The mother bird was shocked by this too and tried to fight off the cat. "What? Oh, be off, you silly cat! Leave her alone!" shouted Trevor. But the cat ignored Trevor's protest and tried its best to catch the mother bird. Trevor wanted to help, but he had no steam, and he couldn't move. All that Trevor could do was say, Be off!" The vicar heard the screeching noise too and rushed outside from his home. Then Trevor saw something that shocked him. The cat called the mother bird.
Oh no.
The vicar came towards it and ran after it, instantly scaring the cat as it bolted away and jumped over the fence. "Thank you, vicar," gasped Trevor with relief. But the vicar looked down towards the bird. "Is the mother bird all right?" he asked.
Oh no.
"I'm sorry, Trevor, but it looks like she didn't make it." Trevor was shocked,
Oh, what?
then felt very sad.
No! Come on! You're seriously gonna do that? You're seriously gonna do that? Like, what? I don't like how this is going at all. Like, no, just no, no. I don't like this.
The cat kill? Yes, Trevor, it did. I do love cats myself, but some are a feral lot, like the one you just saw now. Best to place these eggs somewhere safer so no one else can hurt them. He grabbed the nest out of Trevor's funnel and placed them in a spare box he found in his house, and placed a heating light bulb inside so the eggs could stay warm. Then he placed the box on the shelf inside Trevor's shed. There we are, yawned the vicar. Good night, Trevor. See you in the morning.
Poor Trevor. I feel so bad.
The next morning, Trevor woke up feeling sad and tired. The vicar came to see him. Good morning, Trevor. Morning, sighed Trevor sadly. He then spoke to the vicar about sleeping while he was supposed to be on guard. But the vicar smiled. Now, Trevor, he soothed. I understand that you were supposed to be on your guard and you did very well. But you need your rest as well.
Exactly.
Then Trevor looked at the box on the shelf and then he had an idea. We can look after the baby birds for their mother. I think she'll be glad of us doing that. The vicar thought it was an excellent idea. But then he thought, well, what about the spring of fate? Trevor smiled. It's like what you said, Vicar. The birds come first. The vicar smiled and so did Trevor. With the nest cleared from his funnel, Trevor went back to work chopping around the orchard. But he still kept a watchful eye on any goings-on. He saw another cat walking around the orchard, then towards the shed.
Oh no!
Hey! He whistled. Stay off! And he kept on whistling to the cat until the two thundered away. It had been like that for quite some time. Until one day... My word, the eggs are hatching! Cried the vicar excitedly. Trevor was excited too. The 3 eggs were soon hatched, and there were 3, although bare-looking, hatchlings. For the next few weeks, the vicar looked after the birds in his home, and sometimes he would let Trevor see them too. They were even the stars of the spring fete at Trevor's shed. Trevor was proud, and the children were amazed by the sight of the baby hatchlings. A few weeks after the fete was done, the vicar came to see Trevor at his shed. The hatchlings had now grown up. I think it's time to let these 3 birds go, Trevor. Let them go? Yes, it's all part of the process, Trevor, of growing up. But, what if a cat gets them? Like they did it to their mother? I too worry about that, Trevor. But that is the nature of it all when it comes to animals, sighed the vicar sadly. We can't let them go. We can't. We just want them to be safe. Trevor, I know. But it is what it is. The birds need their own independence, you know. I'll give you some time to think over this. I'll place the birds here with you on this shelf. I'll see you soon, Trevor. And the vicar walked away. So Trevor was all alone in his shed, thinking about the fate of the birds. While he was thinking, he saw the birds looking out towards the sky, yearning to fly after weeks of learning. Meanwhile, Thomas was making his way with some trucks from the harbour after delivering a special goods train from his branch line. He stopped at a signal close by to Trevor's shed. Hello, Trevor, called Thomas. It had been a while since I last saw you. Oh, hello, Thomas, sighed Trevor dejectedly. What's the matter? Then Trevor told Thomas about the baby starlings that he and the vicar looked after the weeks before, and told Thomas about the idea of letting them go. Now I'm worried that something might hurt them, he said, and he told Thomas about the incident between the cat and the mother bird. You know, this reminds me of the time when Percy was leaving my branch line for Kirk Ronan. I was a bit hesitant at first, but then Elsie told me that I should make Percy happy as it was a big opportunity for him. And as the signal was down, Thomas puffed away. Bye, Trevor. See you later.
Oh, I think I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna keep them. I'm kidding. No, that's not what he's gonna do.
Trevor began to think about Thomas's story, and then he made his decision. The vicar soon arrived. Then Trevor told him what Thomas had said to him earlier. I decided that the bird shall be let go.
Yeah.
The vicar smiled.
Figured.
He then took the cage, and after he opened the door, the birds flew away. Trevor looked on with a small tear shedding from his eyes, but then he smiled. Do you think they'll come back? Of course they will. The birds will soon remember the trail, and they had. Often at times Trevor could see one of them on the trees, and when Trevor was in his shed, sometimes the birds would often fly next to him. I think their mother would be very happy with how things turned out.
I think they would too. That was awesome. Like, it just goes to show that we really need to do our part to take care of God's creatures, to take care of the animals in this world, and just know that they'll be okay, you know? Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. This is KBro101 signing out. Adios, everybody.